If you've been wondering whether your crush actually likes you back, recent psychology research shows that most people miss the subtle, painful signs of disinterest until it's too late. These signals are often so quiet, they hide in plain sight, but they can save you months of false hope once you know them. After years of studying attraction and human behavior, I've seen the same patterns repeat in my clients, in my research, and in everyday life. Today, we're breaking down 8 secret signs, backed by recent social and behavioral studies, that reveal when your crush doesn't feel the same. It's not about guessing or overthinking. It's about reading the evidence their actions already give you. Sign 1. You're always the one who reaches out. In 2024, researchers studying digital communication patterns found that genuine attraction almost always creates reciprocal initiation, meaning both people take turns starting contact. When you're the only one starting the conversation, you're carrying the entire emotional cost of keeping that connection alive. It's not just about texting first, it's about investment. People make time for what matters to them, even in busy lives. If they consistently let hours, days, or weeks pass without checking in, it's a silent signal that you're not a priority in their emotional world. And here's the hard truth. Attraction doesn't need to be chased. If they wanted to talk to you, you wouldn't have to remind them you exist. Sign 2. Short, dry replies that kill conversation. Recent studies in nonverbal communication show that attraction is rarely silent. Our bodies leak microsignals when we're drawn to someone. Open posture, lingering eye contact, leaning in when you speak. These aren't just habits, they're unconscious invitations. When your crush keeps their arms crossed, angles their body away from you, avoids sustained eye contact, or steps back when you lean in, those are subtle cues of emotional distance. In psychology, we call this proxemic withdrawal, the unconscious act of protecting personal space from someone we're not romantically drawn to. The most painful part? They may still smile, laugh, and be polite, but politeness is not passion, and your nervous system can feel the difference, even if your heart doesn't want to admit it. Sign 3. They don't make future plans or always cancel. In attraction psychology, one of the strongest indicators of genuine interest is future pacing, the act of naturally including you in their upcoming plans. When someone likes you, they imagine you in their future, even in small ways. We should check out that cafe next week, or let's go to that concert together. But if your crush avoids making plans, keeps answers vague, or repeatedly cancels without trying to reschedule, it's a behavioral red flag. A 2023 relationship study found that consistent cancellations without follow-up offers are linked to low emotional commitment and low perceived value of the relationship. Here's the truth most people avoid. When someone truly wants to see you, they protect that time. If they're not willing to carve out even a sliver of their schedule for you, it's not because they're too busy, it's because spending time with you isn't their priority. Sign 4. No curiosity about your life. One of the most consistent findings in recent social psychology is that interest fuels questions. When we're drawn to someone, our brain's reward system lights up when we learn more about them. Their past, their dreams, their daily thoughts. Genuine attraction makes us want to explore the person in front of us. If your crush never asks follow-up questions, changes the subject quickly, or keeps the focus entirely on themselves, that's not shyness, that's disengagement. In 2024 research on conversation intimacy, low curiosity was directly linked to low emotional investment. Here's the painful truth. People remember details about what matters to them. If they can't recall your stories, your passions, or even the little things you've shared, it's because they haven't stored you in the part of their mind reserved for someone they value deeply. Sign 5, they treat you like everyone else. Attraction isn't just about words. It's about how someone behaves differently around you compared to others. Psychological studies on social attention show that when we like someone, we naturally give them special signals. Nervous energy, extra smiles, teasing, protective gestures, things we don't do with just anyone. If your crush treats you the same way they treat every other person in the room, whether it's in conversation, body language, or casual interaction, it's a sign you're not standing out in their mind. They don't see you as someone unique or special, just another face in the crowd. It's a subtle but painful truth. Attraction creates distinct patterns of attention. If those patterns are missing, it's time to acknowledge they don't view you differently, and that means their feelings likely aren't romantic. Sign 6. They don't remember the little things. Psychology teaches us that remembering details, your favorite song, a story you told, or even your pet's name, is a powerful way people show emotional investment. Recent cognitive studies confirm that when someone likes you, their brain actively stores these small but meaningful pieces of information. If your crush repeatedly forgets what you've said, asks the same questions over and over, or misses cues you've given, it's more than absent-mindedness. It's a lack of attention and care. This forgetfulness signals they aren't fully present in the connection or haven't prioritized knowing you. And while it hurts to admit, love is attention, and without it, there's no foundation to build on. Sign 7. They keep things superficial. No emotional opening. True connection demands vulnerability. Recent relationship psychology research highlights that people who are genuinely interested gradually open up about their fears, dreams, and personal stories. Sharing these emotional layers is how trust and intimacy grow. If your crush always keeps the conversation on surface topics, the weather, the latest show, or small talk, and never lets you in on what really matters to them, it's a sign they're emotionally closed off. This emotional distance often means they don't see you as someone worthy of their inner world. It's painful to face, but without emotional openness, a relationship can never deepen beyond acquaintanceship. Sign 8. They don't react if you date others. One of the most painful yet revealing signs that your feelings aren't reciprocated is the absence of jealousy or any emotional response when you start seeing someone else. Psychological studies on romantic attachment show that when someone truly cares, even healthy jealousy, a mild feeling of possessiveness or concern, is a natural subconscious response. If your crush doesn't show any sign of unease, discomfort, or curiosity when you mention other romantic interests, it's a strong indicator they don't view you as a potential partner. This lack of reaction means they're emotionally disengaged and not invested in competing for your attention or affection. It's important to remember that jealousy doesn't mean possessiveness or control. It's simply a sign that someone values the connection deeply enough to feel vulnerable when it's threatened. When that reaction is missing, it suggests your crush doesn't see your relationship as meaningful or exclusive. Though it's difficult to face, understanding this sign can help you redirect your energy toward people who truly appreciate you, rather than holding on to hope for someone who isn't emotionally available. The twist. They keep you close, but not close enough. Here's the twist, the most painful secret of all. Sometimes your crush doesn't outright reject you. Instead, they keep you close, but never close enough. Psychologists call this emotional limbo, a gray area where someone lets you into their life just enough to feel connected, but not enough to build a real, intimate bond. They might text you regularly, laugh at your jokes, even spend time together, but something always holds them back from fully committing. Why? Because staying in this in-between space protects them from vulnerability and keeps their options open. It's a subtle form of emotional distancing that can feel like being stuck on a spinning carousel, moving but never arriving anywhere meaningful. Recent studies show this almost but not quite dynamic can create confusion and hope, making it harder to walk away. The paradox is that they want your presence, but fear your closeness. And while your heart clings to possibility, their actions quietly say, "Not yet." Recognizing this pattern is crucial. It's a form of rejection disguised as attention, and understanding it frees you to seek the genuine connection you deserve. Someone who doesn't just keep you close, but holds you close, fully and completely. Facing the truth that your crush doesn't feel the same way is never easy, but recognizing these signs isn't about hurting yourself. It's about protecting your heart and reclaiming your time, energy, and self-worth. Remember, attraction is a two-way street. If someone truly values you, their words, actions, and energy will show it consistently, not just occasionally or when it's convenient. So if you've noticed several of these signs, it's okay to let go. It's okay to stop hoping for something that isn't there. Because when you open yourself to the truth, you make room for a love that's real, reciprocal, and deeply fulfilling. You deserve nothing less than someone who chooses you, every day without hesitation. Keep your heart open, but keep your standards even higher.